Welcome. And this is just a quick overview of the course organization in agribusiness and management. And this is part of the Z degree. Real quickly about the course, or the course timeline. It's broken up by modules, or weeks, but modules, we'll use modules refer to, and in each module we have the learning activity in there. Our week will start always on the Wednesday at 12:01 a.m. and then you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to work on whatever you need to do, plan your plan. And then Tuesday at 11 p.m. Arizona time, you will then have to submit any work due by that's the end of the module time, or that's the end of that week. So if you look at it overall, you see you start here on Wednesday, and then you have these days to work on over the weekend. Give you a weekend, and then the deadline is always on Tuesday, and then the next week always starts on that Wednesday. Also, the work gets deducted if you're late past that time as well. It gives you that there too, and that's all in the syllabus. But keep in mind, I do have what is called life-changing event, that things come up, and because we are on such a tight schedule with our modules, in case something happens, contact me and then we'll work something out. But you need to keep that in mind. I can't read your mind, so make sure you keep in contact with me in case something happened that was not planned for. So I have usually give you a checklist at the beginning of each module that looks something like this. It gives you an overlay of everything that's going to be covered in that module in there that you have, so that's a visual view of what you need to expect. There's also on the second page, there's what we call the module coding references that I have, or keys, and I'll go over that with you now. And just this help us to make sure we're all on the same page when we do coding. But whenever you need a question or clarification or anything like that, the best thing to do is that we know exactly which activity you're talking about. That's why we designed this. So understand when take a look at, for example, the first number there would mean it's the week or the module number that goes in there. Okay, so this one particular one is the intro one we have. It's a 0. And then the second one is the folder within that module, so A folder. Now there could be a B and C folder in there. Most generally just an A folder for this course, but sometimes you do have B and C in there as well, and that just helps to break it down a little bit more so you don't have to go through a long list of things. And then the next one is the number of the activity. So if you want to get a hold of me and say, hey, I'm having an issue with this particular item, make sure you use your coding to tell me where you're talking about. So you put 0A1, I know exactly where to look at what the problem you're having at. And then when I reply back to you, you can reply, and you will know exactly where we're talking to. Okay. Also, there's a key on here too as well. For example, this first checklist that we'll do, it has an R and an LB. The R means reading. So it kind of gives you a clue that this is there's a reading material in there, and then there's LB, which is basically a live video or a lecture video in there. So you'll know those things, those activities are involved within that particular activity that we're working on. And each time I'll put the checklist in, you'll have this information, so you can always verify where you're at. Okay. And so just again, looking at the checklist, we give you a checklist every module so that you know what to do with it. Remember, it's a roadmap for success, and that's the idea behind that checklist. So you can follow that step-by-step information for what is needed in each module. And then with that, you plot your course for each module. So that gives you that opportunity to kind of plot for that module what you have to get done. Okay, kind of a snapshot in time. I always like to end with a problem solver or a problem creator. Remember, we're always at that point, but online you really do have to be a problem solver and not a problem creator. And that's where we give you those tools so that you can be a better problem solver. So read your syllabus, view your calendar, make your plan, meet your deadlines. and you'll be very successful in completing all your assignments in this class. You know, and then I always like to say an hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing, and a goal without a plan is just a wish. And growing up on a farm and agriculture, we both, my brother and I, know this for a fact, that we've come across this so many times. So take the time to plan and you will succeed, okay? Hey, we'll see you again. Take care.